So if you guys have been paying attention, we started off in the city area of Liberia, however you say it. It's a major tourist airport here for both the beaches and the mountains. We actually went up to Rincon de la Vieja from that side, not far from there, and did some cool adventures. But we're told the backside of Rincon is even better, and there's almost no tourism here. The tourism hasn't reached, and so this apparently is one of Costa Rica's newest hidden gems that we're taking to. So I'm pretty stoked. We just got, I guess
it's because Curt was bragging on the roads.
It's not bad news. No. Well, it's kind of bad news.
We just lost the pavement.
We're on a bumpy road, guys. I was just bragging on the roads, and here we go on a bumpy road. And the GPS says we have an hour and a half to go. So it's gravel, and it's not super bad right now.
It's not bad.
Hopefully it stays this way. Snow's at it again on these curvy roads.
Curvy and bumpy.
Curvy, bumpy roads. The places we will go. We're back here in the rural area, and this is exciting because this is more like a typical landscape, and we enjoy this more, I think. But kind of the rustic, more authentic areas, definitely more colorful.
Off the beaten path.
Off the beaten path, closer to nature, and
headed straight for a volcano.
We are headed straight for a volcano. And we're definitely getting closer. We're about 30 minutes from our destination. The kiddies are ready. They're not grooving on these bumpy roads, but we're almost there. It's part of the journey. Snow just caught a glimpse of the Blue River through there. We're coming down the road, nearing where we're gonna try the first stop. And you can see they're bringing a cow down there. Hola.
We have a bit of a traffic jam.
We have a cow jam. Is this it right here?
No. We have 900 meters to go.
Oh, they have a tent while they build their house.
Yeah.
Or the people who are building the house are in tents. Yep, the cows, the horses got to come see what's going on. Look at the horse. The dogs, yeah. Everybody's happy.
Yeah. There's a new family member.
We just made it up to the first place. You can see this is definitely private property.
All right, so when we left the other camp, I had picked out a place on Google Maps that was like an adventure hike tour place. It didn't say anything about camping, so it was a long shot that they would allow it. But we pulled up in there. They do let you go on a hike. It doesn't look like it's a guided hike. And you pay, what was it, $15 a person to hike down to the river into the waterfalls. But they do not allow overnight parking there. They pointed us down the road to another place we're going to go check out. And it sounded like that if we really got desperate for somewhere to park, we could come back here. But this is a long, bumpy road, and I hope we don't have to come down it again, and that everything works out at option number 2 down the road.
Let's go try it out.
All right, we are at option number 2, Blue River Resort. Right in there is reception. You see a bunch of posters on the wall for tours. We'll see. What'd you get figured out?
All right, so it's $15 a night to camp here. They're not used to doing that. They asked me how much I paid. I said 10 to 15. So of course it's 15. 2 nights, but we can take a shower in the bathroom in the spa. So we have all that stuff, and then of course I have to pay for the tour, which is I think 35 bucks.
So our armbands we just got, is that for 1 day or 2 days?
2 days. We're here for 2 days,
all
2
right.
nights.
All right, nice.
All right.
Let's go park. All right, we are parked right outside of the spa. That may be dangerous, especially since Curt is leaving for a hike in the morning. Just kidding. We're also parked right by the Cayman pond, so the kitties can't get out. And Curt is about to make his lunch. It was a long drive. It was a beautiful drive. There were a lot of bumpy roads. It's good to be here. Curt negotiated us a pretty good deal. Costa Rica is still expensive, but he gets his hike. We get 2 days to use the facilities, which includes hot springs, mud baths, and showers. And I think we're good. What do you think, Curt?
Yeah, we should be set for a couple days here, so we'll see how the facilities work out.
And
G gets chicken.
G gets chicken. Vanna is in her solarium. All is right with the world.
Look at this place. I love that bamboo with the red things on it.
Show them our van. Right there, guys. Right here by all this pretty stuff. Hey, Curt. What are you doing today?
Working on my 6-pack. I'm going on an amazing adventure hike, so pumped. I can't wait.
All right. We'll see you when you get back.
Vanna and G got a good walk today. We all had a good walk. It was a beautiful morning. They played well together. I walked them together. But I'm pretty pumped because I'm headed to this awesome adventure hike trail up a river. Maybe similar to the one that I did before at Don Rafa's camping, if you remember that one. But anyway, the cool thing is, what I'm excited about is Snow has this beautiful tropical resort to hang out at all day. And I'll let her tell you about all that stuff, but we hung out here yesterday and that place is amazing. But I'm headed up to the entrance where they're gonna pick us up for our hike. So there's a little restaurant here, but let's go on this adventure.
Good morning, guys. So last night, we got to this campsite, we got set up. We went to do a little exploring, and then it started raining like crazy. But the cool thing is, we had gone exploring with our bathing suits and stuff on, ready to swim. And when it started raining like crazy, we were right by a place they call the Green Hot Springs tub, and it's covered. So we just got in that and hung out there till it quit raining. And then we took a walk through these beautiful manicured trails here. I mean, this place is phenomenal. All the way to the back corner of the property, where they have a station set up where you can do the volcanic mud scrub. So me and Curt went back there, walking through all the pretty flowers and on the trails. After being in the hot tub for a while, the hot springs tub, scrubbed ourselves with volcanic mud, let it dry, rinsed it off, took the walk back, got settled in, cooked a yummy supper. I mean, it was just completely a totally relaxing evening. But the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the restaurant here, see if I can have some coffee, and listen to these birds while I get my morning started. Now Curt left bright and early this morning going on an adventure hike up to some caverns, waterfalls, up a river, all kinds of cool stuff. But at least this time, there's somewhere super cool for me to do a little bit of exploring too. So let's start with some yummy coffee.
All right, guys, we were waiting there at the lobby. I think we got a little bit of a late start, not sure, but just like that, we're off walking down the road. So far, something that's pretty easy. I can do this right here. Let's see how adventurous this hike gets though. These are our fearless guides for the day. Looks like there's a little valley over there. I'm not sure if that's where the river runs down or not. But wow, those trees are beautiful. I think we're almost to the river. Okay guys, we've just passed into the forest and there's some steps down here into the forest. I think I can hear some water, but the sounds have changed. It's definitely cooler. We're in the shade. It's very wet. It rains here we're really in a rain climate area. On the north side of all the volcanoes in Costa Rica, the north side is sort of the greenest, luscious, most rainy side. So that's where we are. We're headed down, I think, to the Rio right now. But just listen to us for a second for the sounds. What is it? Oh, that's poisonous? Don't touch it. It's a poisonous tree. So, you guys are always probably noticing I do a lot of hikes without guides. And now that I have guides and they're pointing out all the poisonous stuff I'd probably been touching and rubbing on. It's a good thing we keep a bunch of antibiotics and Benadryl and other stuff in the van. But I'm definitely getting a nature lesson. Alright guys, we're coming down the steps. It's definitely slippery, muddy, and wobbly.
Alright, coffee done. A little plate of fruit done. And now, I'm gonna head back to the van to put the laptop up because I'd carried it up to the restaurant with me to do a little bit of work because they have good Wi-Fi there. And out here in the middle of the rainforest, we're finding internet connection to be a challenge. So good Wi-Fi is nice. Probably go up there a little bit later and get some YouTube work done for you guys. But for now, I'm gonna put the computer up and take you guys on a tour of this beautiful place. So this resort, the Blue River Resort, is not necessarily a van life destination. We only scored this parking spot because it's COVID and they're not busy. This is more of a destination for you guys that are following us that don't do van life, but every once in a while take a vacation. Look at these cute little cabins that they have scattered out all across this resort. You can come here, you can do the waterfall hike, you can soak in the hot springs, you can do the volcano mud bath. There's tubing on a river here. We didn't do that because we've already done that at another place. Stay in one of these cabins. You could easily spend 2 or 3 days here and get the rainforest feel of Costa Rica, and then head over to the beach. Find a little place around Tamarindo, which is on the North Pacific coast of Costa Rica. Stay there for a few days and turn this into a really nice family vacation or a couple's getaway. Guys, this place is really, really awesome. This tree is enormous. I know it's not going to come through on this video, but this thing, the trunk of this thing is like redwood forest worthy, maybe bigger. No, this thing is bigger. It is huge and it is beautiful. And the trails are manicured nicely without taking away from the natural effect of things. There are birds everywhere and butterflies and just little chirps all over the place. I also hear that there's a sloth family that lives somewhere in this area. And sometimes, if you're lucky, you can see them. So we found some butterflies. Not sure how good I filmed them. These things are quicker than you think. But we're gonna go look for that sloth now. Looks like it's clouding up, so I'm gonna have to get the camera back to the van soon. But I have a plastic bag in case it starts raining. Like I always tell Curt, don't leave the van without a plastic bag for the gear. So I have one, but man, to spot a sloth on the way back would be so cool. All right guys, I spotted the sloth and I feel the raindrops at the same time. Oh no, and he's sleeping. Ah! Oh, I gotta safe up the gear. No!
All right, guys. If I'm being perfectly honest, this is a bit of a different adventure trail than the last one. I guess everyone is always unique. This was not so much of a hike up the river, although we did have a couple of serious river crossings. But at the end, there's this beautiful cascada in this opening, and we were able to swim and play, and that made it kind of cool. Time to relax, time to enjoy the beauty of this place. And so, different, definitely an adventure, but not quite as adventurous as the last one.
Dream up a world of pirates, climb the highest tree, fall down. Mama, I'm fine, don't worry. Go back out to sea, sail home, sweet home, where the ships must go to get all cleaned
So I get back from my hike and the van's locked up, so I got the van to myself. I'm gonna make myself a little sandwich, and all of a sudden snow comes to the door, drenched. You gotta tell me the story. I haven't even heard it yet, guys.
So you guys know, when I found the butterflies, I knew the sky was clouding up. But then I was headed back here and I found a sloth. And it wasn't raining, so I filmed the sloth the best I could. Turned out I was missing a very important piece for the tripod, but hopefully it's good footage of the sloth. Then the little raindrops started. So I saved everything up in the plastic bag except for the big camera, waiting till the last minute, and then I heard it coming. So I threw everything in the plastic bag, and the bottom fell out right after I got the bag tied, and then I ran back here. I came through the spa on the way here, and this cool green lizard that runs like this was inside the spa.
No way.
So I had to stop, get out the pocket. I think I got him.
Wow.
Putting everything back in the bag and decided, am I waiting or am I making a run for it? And I decided to make a run for it.
Wow, did you hear that? Talk about adventure. I could tell you Snow's day was more adventurous than mine, for sure.
I doubt that. But I'm going to put on dry clothes now, so cut the camera.
Me too. You lead the way. You know where the sloth is.
All right, guys. Curt is back from his adventure hike this morning to the really cool waterfall. It has quit raining. He has rested from his adventure. And now I'm taking him to where the sloth was. Sloths don't move fast, so I'm sure hoping it's still there. Let's see if we can find him. He's up here somewhere. So we are filming the sloth. The odd thing about filming a sloth is they don't really move. So you just turn the camera on and wait for him to lift up his cute little head and smile at us. Let's see if we can get him to do that. What do you think, Curt?
At least he's looking at us and we have a shot of his face. It'd be nice if we had a better shot, but at least we got the face. We got that cute sloth face.
He's so cute. Oh, there he goes. He's lifting up his head just a little bit, guys. Just a little. Oh, I see some paws. Oh, there he goes. He's showing off now, Curt.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Undressed when it's cold, and don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes, until winter comes. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder.
So, Kurt is chilling in the van. I'm headed up to the little cafe. I'm gonna have some tea, I think. Do a little work on the computer. Get a few more. We've got a lot of videos edited, but we need to get them uploaded and stuff like that. This place has good Wi-Fi. So, we've done all the adventuring we're gonna do here, the exploring of this place, but we are gonna stay one more night just to get some work done. But there won't be anything exciting until we leave in the morning headed to our next destination. So I'm gonna wind this video down right here. If you're enjoying our videos, guys, and you haven't subscribed to our channel, head on over there and hit the subscribe button, and a thumbs up would be awesome. If you wanna know what's going on in between videos, you're gonna wanna hop over and follow us on Instagram. So with that, we'll see you guys in a few days. Cheers! If you liked this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when we put out new videos. To see behind the scenes action and help support our journey, head over to our YouTube membership page. You can find the link in the video description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in a few days.